Good morning and Happy New Year. Many people see the new year as a chance to get a new start. People start new diets and exercise programs and all sorts of things that help people try to be better than last year. With that in mind, I found it interesting that the Old Testament lesson for this Sunday is the first 5 verses of the Bible. Now, this is not the whole creation story, just day one. So, our lectionary for this year starts at the very beginning. What better way to find a fresh start for your new year than to look at how God started things? Listen to Genesis 1 through 5. When God began to create the heavens and the earth was complete chaos, and darkness covered the face of the deep, while a wind from God swept over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. So, how can the first day of creation help us create a better year? Well, the first thing I noticed was when God started creating everything, it was complete chaos. After the Christmas season, I can empathize with that. It would help me to start my year by trying to clear some of that chaos out of my life. It also talks about darkness covering everything. And sometimes, in spite of the joy of Christmas, things in our world can seem pretty dark. Everything from wars to inflation to hunger and homelessness, or even something as small as the fact that I am 15 pounds heavier than I was last January. Not to mention, we're in the middle of winter. Days are shorter and colder. This can make January hard. It is a time when lots of people face depression. Now, while I can say, try to manage some of the chaos in your life, the darkness in our world is a different matter. We can't stop wars or solve the problems of hunger and homelessness. But I can say, don't be discouraged, because God doesn't expect you to. In the midst of the chaos and the darkness of the world, Genesis 1 said the Spirit was moving over the waters of chaos and darkness. God was already at work there. It was God that brought light out of the darkness, and God's light was good. Now, one thing I don't like about the New Revised Standard Version Updated Edition that I read here in this devotion was they changed Genesis 1:1. I liked the old translation that said and started, "In the beginning, God." Chaos and darkness were never the first word, and they won't be the last. God was there first. God was there waiting to make something good out of the chaos and darkness. In the beginning of our year, God is here first. The Holy Spirit is already blowing over the chaos in our lives and the darkness in the world around us. So maybe instead of promising to read more or watch less TV or lose 15 pounds, we should promise to let God help us become the person that we were created to be. Maybe we could resolve to let the Holy Spirit guide us in the new year and try to be better at sharing God's love and grace and light in 2024. Maybe if we give ourselves over to God, then God can recreate us into the person we were meant to be, and God can see that it is good. Have a blessed 2024.